Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the wildest waterway in European history, the Baltic Sea. It's like the ultimate who's got the shore contest with Vikings, Hanseatic merchants, and big powers like Sweden, Denmark, Russia, and Germany all fighting over who gets to call it theirs. So grab your pirate hat or just your sense of humor, because this story is about to get epic and a little bit salty. First up, let's talk about the Vikings. Those legendary raiders, traders, and sea entrepreneurs from Scandinavia. Think of them as the original startup founders of the Baltic. Except their business plan involved a lot of plundering and building ships that looked like dragons. The Vikings loved the Baltic because it was their highway to riches and glory. They set up trading posts and even founded cities like Hamburg and Riga, all while shouting, probably, "Hey, look at us. We're not just barbarians, we're the original entrepreneurs." Amber, yes, that beautiful yellow thing, was like the gold of the Baltic. Vikings exported it all over Europe, and you thought your jewelry was fancy? Pfft, these guys were trading treasure thousands of years ago. Fast forward a few centuries, and the Baltic's business boomed with the Hanseatic League, a medieval trade network run by German merchants. Think of them as the Wall Street of the Middle Ages, but instead of stocks, they traded salt, fish, and pretty much everything you'd need for a good life. They built trading towns like Lübeck and Gdansk, and turned the Baltic into their own version of international waters, with pirates replaced by merchants who had very sharp wallets. And just like today's mega corporations, they fought over control of the Baltic's ports, constantly trying to outdo each other. It was less friendly company picnic and more who can build the biggest fleet and scare off rivals. Now, the Baltic wasn't just a playground for Vikings and traders. Major European powers saw it as their own backyard. Imagine the competition level. It's like when your friends all want the last slice of pizza. Sweden and Denmark. The Viking descendants turned proud nations, turned the Baltic into a battleground. Think of the Nordic thriller series, Who Controls the Baltic? Episode 1, The Great Swedish Canvas, Conquest, in the 17th century. Then there's Russia, eager to warm up, literally, and expand its seaside empire. Peter the Great, the guy with a beard so epic it could have its own Twitter account, really went for it during the Great Northern War, trying to turn Russia into a Baltic power. Think of him as the sea captain with a mission. Make Russia Baltic or bust in Germany. Oh yes, they tried to claim their slice too. The Prussians, the Germans, they all wanted a coastline, like kids fighting over the last sandbox at the beach. Throughout history, the Baltic Sea has been like the ultimate king of the hill game. Switches every century. One moment the Swedes are ruling, next the Russians are the big boss. Then the Germans swoop in, and back again conflicts? Plenty. The famous Siege of Riga, the Swedish invasions, the Great Northern War. It was like the Baltic was hosting a never-ending battle royale between empires. Think of it as Europe's arena for who gets the best beachside real estate. Every century, the balance of power shifted. One day, Sweden's ruling the waves. The next, Russia's pushing in to warm its icy fingers on the Baltic. And through it all, the Hanseatic League, that medieval trade cartel, think Amazon of the Middle Ages, kept the economy flowing while everyone was fighting over who gets the coast. So, what's the big takeaway? The Baltic wasn't just a body of water, it was the cradle of empires in Europe. Vikings paved the way for trade while modern nations still contend for control, influence, and access. Today, the Baltic is still a bustling hub of commerce and diplomacy, but the real story? That of relentless rivalry, shifting borders, and epic battles that shaped Europe from Viking raids to modern geopolitics. The Baltic Sea's story is a wild ride. So next time you're at the beach, remember, it's not just sand and waves, it's the birthplace of empires and the battleground of history's greatest power players. Thanks for sailing through the history of the Baltic with me. If you enjoyed this maritime adventure, smash that like button. Subscribe for more epic history tales and drop in the comments. Which empire do you think had the coolest ships? Until next time, keep your sails up and your sense of humor even higher. Anchors away.